Hello Virgo, and welcome to your mid-month reading for August. So this is a mid-month reading for the second half of August, and it is a general reading, so the messages are not going to resonate for everyone, so be sure to check out your moon and rising sign readings as well, and take what fits and leave what doesn't. And let's see, so I'm going to be pulling some cards for the second last week of August and then pulling cards for the last week of August. And I'm going to be pulling a card for the overall energy, and then I'm going to wrap up the reading with 2 Archangel Power Tarot cards. So Virgo, let's see what energies are around you in this last half of August. Okay. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Okay. So Virgo, your overall energy is the World, which represents completing a goal or a lesson. So you could be finishing up something in this last half of August, whether or not it's related to your money, career, finance. Could be related to your health and wellness as well, spirituality, could be related to your relationships. But I feel like something that you've been working on for a while or doing for a while is finishing up and completing in this last half of August. And so again, even with relationships, this could be something that you have going on in your relationships if you've been planning some kind of event and it's taken long-term planning. It could even be something like selling or buying a house, moving, like it can be anything really, but I do feel like it's something that you've invested a lot of yourself into, and it's now completing up, finishing up and wrapping up in this week. And it's these last 2 weeks, and it's successful. It's a successful completion with the World here. But in your second last week of August here, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, Temperance, and the 2 of Swords. So with this 2 of Swords energy, and you have major arcana cards here, and nothing really stands out except these pentacles. You have the 2 pentacles and the 2 swords here. And it's funny because when you see the cards down here, they're both on the ends. So the swords are overlapping each other, and the pentacles are overlapping each other, and they're bookending the cards in the middle. But the 7 of Pentacles represents a waiting. You are being very patient and hardworking in this second last week of August, and you're putting a lot of effort into something, but it's still not quite there yet. So, and this could be related to this World energy that again, you're waiting for something to complete and wrap up. And it's something though that would give you stability or that feeling of success and accomplishment here. But you have the Page of Cups here at Temperance and 2 of Swords. So I do feel like there is some kind of message coming in, and it's a message that is emotionally powerful for you, or information that comes in that is emotional for you. Not in a bad way. I feel like this is in a very positive way because you have the Page of Cups presenting this cup to you. And cups is water energy. It's emotional energy, things that emotionally fulfill us. So this could be an offer of love. It could be an offer of work that really gives you a lot of personal satisfaction and fulfillment as well. So this is how this could play out. But it can also just be information that comes in about something that you can emotionally connect with. And you have the 2 of Swords here, and this represents... So this represents, it can be a compromise that you need to compromise, but you do need to make some kind of decision. And that decision cannot be made, though, on logic and reason alone. Swords represents the intellect. It's what goes on, it's mental energy. So it does represent logic and reason, but her arms are crossed with these swords. She's blindfolded. She cannot see the truth, so to speak. So in order to gain the truth, to make the best decision for you, you see her facing up towards the moon. The moon represents intuition. She's standing in water, again, which represents that water energy is emotions and intuition. So you have to let your emotions guide you and let your intuition guide you in whatever decision it is that you have to make in this first week second last week of August. And it could be related to this offer that comes in, or this information that comes into you, or this message that is presented to you that emotionally resonates with you. But whatever you decide, make sure that you're taking a very balanced approach. No extremes. You see here you have the Temperance, and this represents everything in moderation. It also represents harmony, balance, self-control, and again, you having patience and moving in a direction that way versus taking an extreme course of action. Especially when it comes to this decision, because it is right beside that card. And in the final week, Virgo, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Empress, the Fool, and the Page of Swords. So again, another message, more information. And in this one, I feel like he's carrying this sword, and this is a sword of truth. So I feel like you are, information is coming to you. You will have the knowledge. If there was no clarity, if you're feeling unclear or unsure about something in that second last week of August, I feel like that information will be cleared up. That information will come to you that will make things more clear for you in this last week of August. That allows you to wrap things up. And you have the Two of Pentacles, which this is about balancing and having multiple choices. So again, and you know, you have this Two of Cups ending the second last, or sorry, this Two of Swords ending the last week, and the Two of Pentacles beginning the very last week here. So you have these two kind of, they would overlap if they were side by side. And they're both about decisions. They're both about choice. But in this case, the person is balancing, they're standing on one foot while they're juggling these pentacles. And so this is really about multitasking, having multiple choices and weighing your options. So, you know, whatever decision that you have to make here in this second last week, you're weighing your options. You're really trying to weigh your options and figure out what direction to take. Whatever you decide, though, you have the Empress here, which is all about abundance and growing abundance and fertility, and the fertility of creating something in your life. So as you're completing one goal or life lesson, the new opportunity has this potential for abundance and to tap into your creativity. And it is something that can be very fertile if you have the patience and put that patience and hard work into it. And if you take that leap of faith, because you have the Fool here, then it's right beside it too. And perhaps that is the truth. Perhaps that is the truth that you need to realize, that you just need to take that leap of faith and trust the universe, and trust the universe, that the universe will have your back and have fresh hope again, and with that Fool energy there. So I'm going to pull two major arcana two Archangel Power Tarot cards for you, Virgo. And you can wrap up the reading with these. I'll just lay them right on top. So we have Divine Guidance, which is really about you searching for meaning and in your life, and searching for what really inspires you and makes you feel like you are like kind of following your life's purpose. And you have the Ten of Gabriel here. Okay. So with this divine guidance here, this is, if you do need guidance, if you do need help, if you are unclear about something, again, if you aren't certain about something, seek out people that have already been through a similar situation to you, or that are experts in that field, or have knowledge or wisdom in that, because they can really be there and a good source to help you through something. And that perhaps could be where that Page of Swords comes from, that truth, or that message, or that information comes from. And then you have the Ten of Gabriel, which is, this is about you working very hard, and you're working hard to please others. And so again, this is the whole last half of August here, and I feel like maybe that could be linked to this World card too, where if you've been working too many hours, working too much, you have this card of juggling and balancing and multitasking here. So if you've been finding that you've been working too many hours and trying to please other people, that it's time for you to take this stance of moderation, and it's time for you to kind of take that step back, make a decision, and take a definitive course of action, but one course of action versus this multiple course of action that you have going on here with this Two of Pentacles. Because it's time for you to lighten your load and to seek things that more emotionally are in line with you, Virgo, and what resonates with you and what brings you that fulfillment. And so, Virgo, this concludes your reading for the second half of August. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I will see you next time. Take care.